Greetings to everyone out there and welcome back to Around the Clock. Alright everybody, Nintendo just released their latest financial reports for the fiscal year of 2023 and they are very impressive. But what really has fans talking right now all over the internet is what Nintendo's global president Shuntaro Furukawa has said about the Switch 2 in 2024. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about the reported sales numbers for the Switch so far. As you can see here on the dedicated video game sales units for the Nintendo Switch, they state here that the hardware numbers are 139.36 million units, and as far as the software, they sold 1,200,10 units, which is very impressive. Now, currently, the Switch is still not the #1 best-selling video game console for Nintendo. That title still is being held by the Nintendo DS. As you see here, that console has sold 154.02 million units, which, man, when you think about that, it's crazy that the DS still holds that title as the #1 best-selling console for Nintendo, but the Switch is not too far behind. Now, to add to this, Pierre485 on Twitter has reported that the Nintendo Switch is now over 33.34 million units sold in Japan, making it the best-selling system of all time in Japan, which is big news. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into what Shuntaro Furukawa had to say about the Switch 2 in 2024. As it's being reported by GoNintendo.com, Nintendo president says Switch will be the company's main business in 2024. Now, within this article, you'll see this. In a conference call following their Q3 report, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa said that the Switch will be Nintendo's main business as we get deeper into 2024. He also stated that the company will talk about plans for the next fiscal year come Q4 fiscal year earnings briefing. Outside of that, Furukawa only trotted out the same sentiment we've heard time and time again, that Nintendo is always researching new hardware and software. So there you all have it. A lot of people saw this and they are freaking out all over the internet, saying that Shuntaro Furukawa has confirmed that the Switch 2 is not happening in 2024. And to be honest, he could be saying that and he could be saying something else. Now, he could be saying that, hey, we're not going to be talking about the Switch 2 or announcing the Switch 2 anytime in the fiscal year of 2024 whatsoever. The Switch will still be our main focus. Or he could be saying that by the end of the fiscal year of 2024, and just to be clear here, the fiscal year of 2024 starts in March of 2024 and ends in March of 2025. So he could be saying that at the end of the fiscal year of 2024, which could be sometime in October, November, December, what have you, we could start talking about the Switch 2 console. So hey, it could go both ways, but this is very interesting that he had to say this. And I also want to add this in here that Shuntaro Furukawa could just be saying this as a corporate answer, because we all know that Nintendo is full of surprises and they can announce this console whenever they feel like. But I think from what he's saying here that, hey man, look, the Switch console that we have right now in the market is going to be our main focus in the fiscal year of 2024, because we still have some Switch consoles that we want to sell and there's still some big game announcements for the Switch. Now, it seems like history is repeating itself, because last year in 2023 around this time, we really didn't know what Nintendo was releasing for the Switch in the second half of that year, and there are a lot of reports coming out that the Switch is done. Nintendo's going to announce their next console sometime in late 2023, but lo and behold, that didn't happen, and the same thing may be happening in 2024 as well. Nintendo may have some big announcements for the Switch in the second half of 2024, and possibly, and I do want to stress the word possibly, in their last direct of this year, they could announce the Switch 2, but hey, we will see what happens. So with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this video. And what are your thoughts on everything discussed here? Please let me know down in the comment section, and please make sure to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And as always, remember to keep it locked here at Around the Clock, where here we focus on Nintendo news content around the clock. I'll catch you guys in the next video.